From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 10 o'clock news.
A Saturday mess on I-90, dozens of vehicles involved in a Billings area pileup, the latest from the scene. Waking up to smoke and fire in a small Belgrade neighborhood, the fast actions of firefighters to save a family inside. And it's a bill that could delay Montana's recreational marijuana program. Good evening, folks. Great to have you with us for your 10 o'clock news. I'm Cody Boyer. Well, off the top and to the east, an afternoon snow flurry made for hazardous driving conditions for a short time in Billings today. Enough time for about 30 cars to crash and pile up on the I-90 Yellowstone River Bridge this afternoon. MTN's Mitch Laggy brings us details from the scene of the crash.
In Billings Saturday afternoon, a multiple car pileup that involved 30 to 40 vehicles snarled traffic on Interstate 90 near Lockwood. Officers on scene told me that there were major and minor injuries involved in that crash. The interstate was closed for hours while Montana Highway Patrol troopers investigated the crash. In the afternoon, a snow flurry made the roads in Billings slick to drive on and contributed to the pileup that happened on the westbound Interstate Bridge over the Yellowstone River near exit 452 to Lockwood. Two people first involved in the crash had to jump off of the bridge to safely escape oncoming cars that crashed into the pileup. Those two people suffered serious injuries but are expected to recover. People with minor injuries were put on a Billings Logan International Airport bus to be transported to a local hospital. Traffic was snarled near the Lockwood interchange for most of the afternoon, and westbound interstate traffic was backed up at least to the I-90-I-94 junction. Sergeant Gillen said there were many secondary crashes on the interstate and in town from people abruptly coming to a stop. The responding agencies included Yellowstone County Disaster and Emergency Services, the county sheriffs, Billings Police and Fire Departments, Lockwood Fire, and American Medical Response. The interstate was closed for about 4 hours while first responders cleared the scene. Reporting in Billings, Mitch Laggy, MTN News.
In an update at 10 tonight, after we reported an early morning fire that destroyed a Belgrade home at around 8:30 this morning, firefighters say the home on Green Tree Drive is a total loss, but a mother and her 3 kids were able to escape. Central Valley Fire Marshal Bruce Hennequin says the fire started in a rear bedroom where they say a child used a cigarette lighter. Their mother was able to reach the children and get them out of the house safely. Hennequin says she then went back inside with a bystander and rescued a litter of puppies. Both were treated for smoke inhalation, and the Red Cross is helping the displaced family. Well, first came snow last night, then blue skies. Russ?
Hope you had a wonderful Saturday. Temperatures were well below the norm for this time of year in much of the state, and that includes our region as well. Now, we'll look at our satellite and radar image, and we'll get to those temperatures in just 1 second. But you can see we have a clearing sky out there. A couple snow flurries flying around here and there around the state. But again, not much out there. We'll see those showers continue to diminish where we do have them. And those temperatures are going to get pretty chilly tonight. We've already got the cooler air mass in place. And then you factor in the idea that we've got mostly clear skies out there. So we've got 15 in Butte right now, 23 Bozeman, 12 Lewistown, 12 Havre, 13 Great Falls, 10 Cut Bank. You get the idea. Cold out there. Other areas looking at low to mid 20s, a couple upper 20s in western Montana. Now you factor in with the wind in Butte, it feels like 4 degrees right now. In Dillon, it feels like 5. Still 23 in Bozeman as we have a calm wind right now. It feels like 1 in Great Falls. Now, good news on the way. First of all, going to get some sunshine, but even more so, much warmer weather on the way. We'll have your complete forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, as always, thank you, Russ. We'll see you then. A bill that seeks to delay the start of Montana's recreational marijuana program for 1 year is working its way through the state legislature. MTN's Mitch Laggy is back to tell us owners of a dispensary say they stand to lose millions if the delay goes through.
In November last year, Montana voters passed initiatives to bring recreational marijuana to the state in a program that was supposed to begin in January 2022. A bill introduced to the state legislature last week by Republican State Representative Bill Mercer of Billings seeks to delay the start of the program by 1 year, citing the need for more time to implement the recreational program that needs 100 employees. If Montana's recreational marijuana program gets pushed back 1 year, the owners of Montana Advanced Caregivers, a medical dispensary in Billings, say that the state stands to lose millions of dollars in tax revenue.
It would be foolish for the state to not make that investment now, before other people start supplying the people with this market that's been created.
An economic study done by the University of Montana last year found the state could bring in $43 million in tax revenue in 2022 with recreational marijuana. And the state is already profiting off of pot through the medical marijuana program. Montana Advanced Caregivers have been supplying medical patients with marijuana products since 2008, and its owners hope to expand into the recreational market.
We've made product and we're ramped up for it. We've built more facilities. We're creating more products as we speak. We're building more locations. We have 3 locations, and we're building our 4th right now.
When voters approved the recreational marijuana initiatives, it made the substance legal to possess in small amounts. Smith said delaying the licensure of recreational marijuana shops will just drive the market underground. In the state legislature this session, there have thus far been 8 bills introduced to amend the state's recreational marijuana laws in some way. Reporting in Billings, Mitch Schlage, MTN News.
Now, House Bill 457 is scheduled and was scheduled for a look at this week in the State House Business and Labor Committee. The stories of Native American women through one's artwork. We'll meet the artist after the break.